Top story on ABC News Breakfast. Rescuers are losing hope of finding many more survivors from Turkey's earthquake. The death toll has reached nearly 300, but authorities fear it will climb much higher.
For a second night, residents in Turkey's east have had to sleep outside in near freezing temperatures. Our Middle East correspondent Anne Barker reports.
This was the area worst hit, Erices, a city of 75,000 people where around 80 multi-storey buildings like this one collapsed. Only a handful of people have been pulled alive from the rubble since yesterday, including one man who managed to call for help on his mobile phone. Another man is counting his blessings. He owes his life to a last-minute errand. He was meant to meet friends at a cafe in town, which is now buried here under the rubble of two buildings.
The cafe collapsed and I was supposed to be there. My friends were waiting for me, but I had an errand to run at the photo shop. They were having technical problems, so I was running a bit late to meet my friends. In fact, that's when I got a call from my friend who was underneath that rubble. I'm sure he's dead, and that was probably his last phone call. He said, "Come quick, we're waiting for you."
But hundreds more weren't so lucky. The death toll has now climbed to nearly 300, and the final body count is likely to be much higher.
In Erices, there were 169 dead, and in the van area, another 96. As for wounded, there are 350 in Erices and 790 in Van, but they are all being taken well care of.
Dozens of people were trapped in the mess of concrete and twisted steel after the earthquake struck. Cranes and other machines are lifting concrete slabs while residents dig underneath with shovels or even their bare hands. Generator-powered floodlights have meant rescue workers can continue all night. Many families had the grim news of finding their loved ones in body bags laid outside the Erices Mosque.
It's my grandson's wife. She was stuck underneath the rubble, so I figured I'd come here and look at the bodies to see if she's among them.
My family members who died were my nephew, his wife and their child. They all came here for a Sunday breakfast, and then what happened happened. My nephew, his wife and their child, all three dead. May God protect us from this kind of grief.
Aid organisations have set up temporary camps with tents and kitchens to help the thousands of homeless. Many residents have faced their second night in the cold, lighting fires to keep warm. Seismologists say there have been more than 100 aftershocks in the region since the initial quake, one with a magnitude of 6. Authorities are warning people to stay away from damaged homes for fear they could still collapse if the aftershocks continue. Anne Barker, ABC News.